Episode 81.
Dun, dun, dun. UFC and WWE went public with their company for trading on stocks.
No shit.
It's called TKO.
TKO. The stock name?
Yeah.
What did it open at?
I don't know.
Take a gander. That was nice. We're back, you beautiful bastards. Happy to be back.
Oh, minimize this one.
Minimize this?
Yeah.
This thing?
No, just this whole one.
Okay, all of this.
And then you can make a new tab on this one.
New tab here.
And start using
that. was the research tab.
Yeah. The Canaanites.
Canaanites. We're going to get into a little bit of, we're going to have a good one today. A little bit of notes. We got some extra shit. It's going to be okay.
I forgot we had that over.
We do have the badger over here. That's gonna
like
feel.
that.
We're going to be feeling good. What we say? UFC TKO stock. TKO.
Yeah, they had a...
What do we think we opened this at?
They had like a...
Wow, open at $1.77. No.
Well, think about how much money the WWE makes, bro.
Nothing? Do they make any money?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry.
WWE prints money. And they got Saudi money now. And then the UFC obviously makes money because they don't pay their fighters.
Damn. Let's see. TKO. I can't find the fucking stock. Here we go. New parent company. $103 a share. Is that what that said? That's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what it matters, but they had like, yeah, look at this picture. That's all I wanted to see.
Damn.
Isn't that fucking stupid?
That's wild. What's that in front of the stock exchange building?
Yeah, that Tartarian building.
Dun, dun, dun. That is a Tartarian building. That's what they don't tell you. It is a Tartarian building. There's no photos of the fucker being built. There's no photos of anything. Look at this. Opening at $102 a share. Wow.
And so there's UFC fighters that have an antitrust lawsuit going against the UFC, and I forget in what way, but in some way it just progressed further a little bit. And even despite that, Dana White, when all this was going on, he's like, we're even more powerful today than we were yesterday. And it's like, you can't say that, dumb fuck, when people, their whole argument is that you're too powerful.
Yeah, the whole thing is that, and I don't even think you could say shit like that when you're like fucking with stocks now. Oh boy. How long before he's caught with insider trading?
I don't know.
It's a new form of gambling.
I wonder, I mean, he probably just gets, he doesn't really even have a job. It's crazy.
Dana White?
Doesn't do anything.
What's he do?
Sort of matchmaker.
He sets up the fights?
Well, that's not his job. There's Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby are the two matchmakers. Then the two of them, Dana White and this guy, Hunter Campbell, who's like VP of operations or something, the four of them make decisions on things. But Dana White is like...
He's collecting money.
Technically, he's supposed to be like a promoter, but he's literally like just bad at his job. Like, he literally makes rematches that people don't want to see. He doesn't give the rematch to people that deserved it. I don't know.
He's worth $500 million.
Yeah, they have that fucking faggot from Barstool, like, go and walk around his office and be like, oh, that's so cool that you have, like, a real samurai's armor. And then it's like, yeah, there's, like, $1 million worth of shit in here. He's got, like, some Yakuza painting of, like, a girl getting fucked.
What?
Yeah.
Where, in his office?
Yeah. Look at or not a painting, a picture. It's like a rape. It's crazy. I shouldn't say that. That probably isn't good for the algorithm.
This is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if we have to not censor ourselves, but see, once we get the Patreon up, though, that's when it's going to be,
yeah.
Wow, get the fuck out of here.
See, I'm not fucking crazy.
You guys will see this.
But yeah, like not to say he doesn't deserve money. Like he was good at something at one point, but now it's like, bro, you can't have an office full of like relics and artifacts.
Jesus Christ.
When a bunch of people are getting paid, dog shit.
Something White discovered after he had put it in storage. He had this $1.2 million painting of the Yakuza having sex with some girl. Imagine walking in an office as a woman. Hi, Mr. White. I'm here for the... Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm not super jazzed by it as a dude.
No, it's fucking weird.
It's very off-putting.
Saber-tooth tiger skull. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's sick. He's got,
Samurai sword.
Yeah, it's sick.
400-year-old samurai sword. A clip of a gun that contains bullets filled with everything men fight for. Oil, cocaine, gold, blood, diamonds, religious symbols, and seeds used to make heroin.
Fucking gay. That's the gayest fucking edge.
It's a gun filled with everything a man would fight for. There's pussy in here. Like, what the fuck are you
There's
talking?
pussy juices in here.
Christ.
This is an AK-47 artwork. Dana's office also has a grenade customized with dollar bills. That's so cool. Fully equipped bar. Hosts extravagant parties. Wow.
Imagine Dana White showing all this off to a fucking like this 12-year-old lesbian.
That's what I mean. Like, is that a dude, a woman?
Yeah, no,
That's Robbie from Barstool Sports.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
No. What?
Who's the? Aren't all the guys in Barstools like rich?
The owner.
Oh, the owner guy.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Dave Portnoy.
He does the pizza reviews.
Yeah. That guy's. Yeah.
Did you see that one where the guy comes out and starts yelling at him? Did you watch that one?
This is recent, right? I didn't watch
Most
it.
recent one? Yo, this guy comes out and he's like, "Hey, fucking." He's like, I don't appreciate what you do. You tear down small businesses. And he's like, I've donated $50 million to businesses. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I do X, Y, Z, this, that, and the other. The guy's like, man, you're a fucking loser. You're a nobody. He takes a bite of the pizza and he goes, yeah, well, your pizza's shit. He says some shit like that. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
I never really watched that shit. And then I saw that one. I was like, wow.
I literally would watch the pizza reviews for the pizza. Like, I don't find him to be that entertaining. I don't hate him like some people hate it. Like,
He seemed
again,
okay. Yeah.
I don't care. Like, they can have their corner of the internet. It doesn't really do anything for me. Those KFC guys, you know them?
No.
They're two dudes on Barstool, and they kind of like do the comedian podcast circuits also. So it's like, they're funny enough, like I wouldn't watch their show, but they're not bad when like they guest on people I like already's show. So I'm not like anti-Barstool or anything, but like people just have they either like love it or hate it. I'm always just like, it's like a sports website, right?
Yeah,
like
it's some guys hang out and they say some crazy shit. Like, okay,
it's like
cool.
loving or hating Bleacher Report. It's like, yeah,
I fucking hate this shit. So bullshit.
Seems crazy.
No. Oh, bro, I know what I want to tell you. We went and saw that house. Looking at a house,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, went and saw this house.
We got to circle back to jerking off, too. That's what you wanted to talk about.
But you brought it up, but yes.
I brought it up, but you wanted to talk about it.
Bro, we go into this house, right? It's an older house, built in like 1920s, has a bunch of like weird shit in it. Cool, right? It's got character. It's got character in this fucking thing.
Character like Rodney Dangerfield.
This place has character like Rodney Dangerfield. You walk in, right? Normal living room, bedroom, all the shit. Dude, you go in the bedroom. There's a closet, like a walk-in closet. And then there's a fucking doorbell on the wall next to the closet.
Smart.
We're like, the fuck is this thing, right? It's hanging off the wall. We click it, nothing happens. Click it again. My mom picks it up, clicks it, and I think she holds it. Bro, a fucking siren goes off. Burn, burn, burn. Crazy, right? We're running through this house. Dude, in the basement, it's hooked up with fucking like air raid horns, right? The whole basement is echoing. Burn, burn.
What the fuck?
Fucking crazy. Off this doorbell in the bedroom, right? You click the doorbell, this big siren goes off. The realtor starts calling like the homeowner, like, what the fuck's going on, blah, blah, blah. We think the cops are coming, like it's gonna call the police. The dude's like, oh, don't worry, that's just the alarm. There's a key in like this cabinet. Dude, she opens up this cabinet, there's a key. You then go into the kitchen, there's a fucking plate on the wall. You put the key into the wall, turn the key, these lights go off, and the fucking siren turns off. It doesn't go to the police. It doesn't do anything besides send that siren off.
That seems like such a convoluted system.
Isn't that the craziest fucking thing you've ever heard in your life?
A doorbell in the bedroom to control a horn in the basement that you turn off by a thing in the kitchen.
Dude, it was a
Why
scary.
couldn't you turn it off the way you turn it on?
It was the scariest fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was terrified. I was like, what is happening right now?
Christ almighty.
Yeah, so the second, if we get this, that thing's getting ripped down.
Yeah.
Fucking
Christ.
the craziest fucking thing. I didn't know if it was like a panic button or if it was like this woman was paranoid or some shit and like,
I mean, I guess.
fucking hit the button, put the siren off. Dude, it was like an air raid siren. Like,
Fucking tornadoes.
it was crazy. Yeah, scared the shit out of me. It's got character.
I like how the guy picked the phone, like,
Oh,
did I not tell you?
I meant to, the thing that's never been in any
Yeah.
house. You have a fucking panic siren.
I should have left the key out for that.
It was crazy. Meanwhile, the people who are waiting for the next showing are just standing out on the curb. What the fuck is going on in this house? I was like, we should have left it. We should have turned it on and walked out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. You probably don't want the house.
For real, you
Yeah.
should have.
Place is a shithole. Ugh. It's all the asbestos in here. That's what did it.
Yeah, that's what I should be doing. I should be running interference while other people are there.
That's what you should be. Yeah, we should be parked up in front of this house. Zahil.
Yeah.
Yes, Dimash.
What up, blood?
What up, blood? Shit. We could post up on that corner.
Just walk out shirtless. Like,
Yeah.
what up, gang?
Shit, you can buy this house?
That's cool. Me and my bitch been fucking it.
Yo, that shit been vacant. Yeah. That shit been vacant as a mug.
Been in there, just for some shit to do, but
You know,
that's cool. Enjoy it. It's nice in there. It smell,
It smelled like hot sex. Is what that
Yeah.
smell like.
It smell like funk right now.
Smell like funk. But no, that's all right, though. It's a good price.
You'll air it out.
It's a good price, man. Just open the windows. Shit.
Hey, you see that pit they got in the basement?
Shit, you don't want to know what I do in that pit in the basement.
Lord help me.
Pray to God you don't go in that pit. God. That was the other thing. Oh, for anybody out there, if you have an old house, old 1920s or some shit, there's a pit in the basement, a cinder block pit that I don't know what it's for. The realtor said it was to collect water back when they said it was you would need water or like you would like fill it up for your water for the week. I don't know what the fuck it's for. If you know what it's for, you build shit, you know shit. Put in the comments. Figure it out because I don't fucking know.
If we have any masons,
Yeah, any master masons out there that know what a stone pit in the basement. Dude, I walked up to this thing and I go, it puts the lotion on its skin.
I mean, that kind of is what it
Literally
sounded
what
like,
it sounded like. Yeah, I walked in, I was like, fuck. Who's this guy killing?
It's a dungeon.
How many bodies are in this basement? Another thing, car problems. Hey, while we're talking to the people, if anybody out there has a 2018 Volkswagen GTI Mark 7, when the car's in drive, start-stop function is off. I go and I stop at a red light. The RPMs drop below 1 and it goes and it dies. Car's in drive and it says, please restart car, blah, blah, blah. I turn the car on, restart, and it says, please do not exit the car please exit the car only while it's in park. And then the same shit happens. Fucking stop at a red light, stop at a stop sign. So if anybody out there knows what that is too, send it out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we don't get racists in the comments.
That would be random off of that story.
It would be. What'd you say about jerking off? You gotta stop jerking off?
Yeah, I misunderstood what no fap was.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was people jerking off, or not jerking off because it's like looked down on. Like you just shouldn't do it. I thought it was just out of that. I didn't realize
You thought it was like for
science
like
behind it.
What's the science?
Keep all that stuff in you, and it's like makes you better, like testosterone wise and stuff. Like, and like your
Really?
brain, like that Huberman guy was talking about, like how it's like anything else. Like, you can't just have chocolate all the time. You can't just smoke weed all the time. Like,
You can't bust every day.
yeah, it's like it's too powerful a dopamine surge to just be able to have for not doing anything. It's supposed to be like feel good after doing something.
After you earn it.
Yeah, you can't just jerk off, cheat code, feel good like
Yeah.
all the time.
You can't just sit on the couch, jerk off all day.
You can't jerk off twice a day for a decade.
And then think, wow, my life isn't going where I thought it would go. Meanwhile, you're fucking jerking off all day.
I'm low on motivation. Like, yeah, because you're cruising.
You're cruising right
Cruise
now.
control.
Is that what
Busted.
it is? Is that what they say? Low motivation, no motivations because you're jerking off all the time?
Well, I mean,
Because that'd be an interesting little...
it's a
tidbit.
contributing factor, you know?
Wow. Okay. I had a buddy.
I think I got to pull back.
I had a buddy in high school. His name was Nick. He was a good friend. He wanted to be a rapper. He was Ginger. He called himself MC Ginger. It was great. It was funny as fuck. And he would come in and he goes, hey, man, same thing. You jerk off 2, 3, 4 times a day. Really enjoying himself. He came in and he was like, hey, man, I'm going to stop jerking off. I go, nice. A couple days later, he's like, yep, still haven't jerked off. He went 100 and something days. He was like, I haven't jerked off. It was like he was either hitting 150 or 200. It was like that milestone was coming, and he was like, I haven't jerked off in like 200 days. I was like, get the fuck out, really? And he goes, yeah, man, it's been crazy.
Is he fucking, though?
No, not at all. It just wasn't bust. Just like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to see what happens. Dude, he comes in. He was like nearing like that like milestone. He comes in depressed. I go, what's up, Nick? I go, what day we on? And he goes, man, I had a good dream last night. And I was just, it was this girl. And I was just, she was really hot. And, I woke up to just a volcano erupting. And I I didn't even get to enjoy it. Damn. It was a wet dream. Damn. I go, you had a wet dream? I go, I've never had one of those in my life. He goes, neither have I. But I guess when you hit 100-something days, that's just what happens.
Your body does need to get it out.
Yeah.
At some point.
I was like, get the fuck. I was like, she didn't even. He goes, no, I woke up in a fucking mess. I was pissed off. I was like, God damn it, I almost jerked off the night before. I should have.
Yeah, at that point.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, Nick, my man. I go, let's start it up again. He goes, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
I don't know if I got 150 days in me.
No, come on. What are you, an animal?
Gotta put some.
Once a week.
Really treat yourself right.
Really, it's Wednesday, Thursday.
No, my thing's just sleep. Once I start working out and I can just pass out, I'm going to be so much better. But I don't need to jerk off. I don't need to smoke so much weed.
I'm excited to start working out. I'm excited. That's why I need this house. We get this house, set up the gym, get a gym going. Nice squat rack. Really get in there. Deep squat. Deadlifts.
Sure.
Heavy weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good for you.
Drop the weight. Crack the floor. I like it.
Weight.
I'm excited. I'm real excited. This is cool. It's a good episode. You little fucker. What do you do for self-care? You do anything that?
The fuck are you talking about?
You do self-care?
No.
Me and Christian did a spa day the other day.
Awesome, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to treat yourself. You got to do it, man. You got that mask in the other room. We were talking about the mask. Face mask. Let's try it. You're fucking angry, man.
I don't know what the fuck's happening.
What do you want to talk about? Nuclear explosion footage is all bullshit. Everybody knows that. Cup of Noodles is releasing a caffeinated version for gamers in Japan.
I guess.
It's gross.
Does caffeine taste?
I don't think so. I think you just buy caffeine powder.
Yeah, so can you just do that to anything?
Yeah. I wonder how much that is. That'd actually be a smart idea. Caffeine powder. Yeah, no shit. $150. fuck? Oh, this is what we're looking for. Caffeine pills.
I'm not looking for any of that shit.
Yeah, that's right. You don't like caffeine. Oh, the two 1,000-year-old alleged alien corpses were found were shown in Mexico Congress yesterday.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Mexican government recently showcased two alleged alien bodies during a congressional hearing.
They're little grays.
Unidentified abnormalis phenomenons recovered in 2017 from Cusco, Peru. One body was 700 years old and the other was 1,800 years old. Both were three-fingered.
How do they know that?
Can't they do like carbon dating? Like, can't they date that shit? Isn't that how they know like the bones they find in Africa and shit? Isn't that how they know that those are 200,000 years old or something? Because it's organic matter. Is a bone? Bones are organic, yeah.
Well, I don't know why, but that makes sense to me when it's on Earth, but like, I don't know. Isn't there like an extra element if it's like a thing we don't know?
Maybe. Unless life just has its own like
I don't know, man. Like,
no, yeah. Unless like life has its own like this is the like if it was a living thing, it's gonna have some trace like genetic like I'm sure there's gonna have like different DNA and stuff. But I wonder if it's still like a carbon based life form, so you can carbon date it. You know what I mean? Unless it goes back to that what was that one, the return?
The crop circle thing where they said they were silicone based.
Silica based? That's fucked up. That's what we make microchips out of, isn't it?
Isn't that what tits are made out of?
Silicone. They don't belong to terrestrial evolution found in
There was that
30%. Here we go. DNA analysis by the UNAM revealed over 30% of their DNA is unknown. U.S. Congress hearings on UFO with major.
How do we know any of it?
What do you mean?
If it's a fucking alien, I'm saying like, isn't it supposed to be foreign to it? Like, how do we recognize anything in its DNA?
Well, that's probably that third. Well, that's what I mean. There's probably like stuff probably evolves similar to like maybe that other 30% is like whatever the fuck that planet has. You know what I mean? I don't know. That makes sense. Like if it's not a human, how can you read its DNA? Maybe DNA is all the same. I don't know.
I don't know enough about science.
Yeah, or biology or that shit. No, I didn't pay attention to those classes. You kidding me?
I hated learning about DNA.
I never learned. I hated learning about cells.
Yeah.
Like the cell makeups.
Mitochondria.
Yeah, and like the cell walls and all that shit.
Horse
No,
shit.
it's all dumb. I fucking hate
I
that
feel like
shit.
I learned that like 9 different times and I still couldn't.
That's what I mean.
Like, explain it.
It was in like 3 different biology classes, and
Yeah.
it's like, the fuck, like, why are we doing this again? Oh, because no one can fucking understand it. Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, I get it for like, but that's what they were saying about the education system, is that it's all just based on memory. You're not learning anything. You just memorize whatever the fuck it is, take the test, and then you forget it next week.
My sister asked me yesterday, she's like, can you help me multiply decimals? And I was like,
Excuse me?
not really.
Hey, not really.
Like, you live on your phone, you don't know how to YouTube something now? So we looked it up, and I thought I understood it, so I'm like, oh, here's where you're wrong. And she's like, well, no, because she corrected it, and then we keep watching the video, and it's like, oh, I'm still wrong. Like,
Nah.
I don't know how to do this shit. Like,
I totally forgot how to do this
she's
shit.
trying to make fun of me. I'm like, no, I told you, like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
That's why we're watching the fucking video.
But you graduated high school. You should know this.
I was like, I learned it when I needed to, and I forgot it. And she's
Yeah.
like, so I don't need to remember this stuff? I'm like,
You probably should.
well, like, your dad multiplies fractions in his job. I'm like, just depends what job you go in. You're not going to use everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm not doing that, so I don't need to remember this. I'm like, okay, but you don't fucking, like, I thought I wanted to do psychology, and they were like, did you know you needed stats for that? For, like, experiments and stuff? And you're like, I'm not taking stats, so.
I won't be interviewing anybody if that helps you. Yeah. That's funny. I totally forgot how to do all that shit. I remember I took a math class. What was it? it was some fucking Excel. It was like Excel math with like other shit, and like you had to like do graphs and make shit in Excel, but then you also had to do like math problems on the side to like use these equations that you would then put into Excel. It was like statistics and some other shit. And I cheated the entire class because it was all online. It was during COVID. Cheated the entire class. Didn't do any of the homework. Just turned in like whatever the fuck check gave me. Was doing all right. I had to get, the final came and it was like a big portion of the grade. I was like, fuck. I relearned everything just on YouTube. And like the time frame it took to do the quiz, I got 110%.
Christ.
Shit was fucked up.
Adderall?
No Adderall. No, it was COVID times. No Adderall those days.
Aliens, though.
I want Adderall back so bad.
I want pills back.
Adderall, yeah, aliens though. That's fucked up. What do they look like? Let's see.
They're little grays.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. They got like some big ass boxes for them, and they unveil them. You know what they look like? They look like the little alien in Men in Black.
He does. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Where'd they find these things? They just found them?
I don't know.
They'd be fucked up if they had elongated heads.
Well, there's different types.
Yeah, different types.
There's not just one type of alien.
Little grays. That's crazy. U.S. is denying it.
Yeah, we're about to go to war with Mexico.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Claiming Pentagon denies these claims, stating no viable information supports them. So the Mexican government goes in front of Congress. When's the last time you heard of anything the Mexican government's doing?
Other than trying to just survive the cartel.
Yeah, other than that, they're now going, hey guys, look at this. Look what we found. We found some alien shit. Maybe you guys would want to know. The U.S. is releasing stuff. We're going to release some
In what way would this help them?
It doesn't. That's what I mean. Like,
or like to trick them, would it help them?
Yeah, like what's the thing? Like what is it? Like is the U.S. now like, fuck, you're blowing your load early. We were planning a whole cover up.
Doing a thing, man.
We're doing a thing, man. We're gonna invade. We gotta do a false. We gotta do some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure whoever unveiled those things won't have his fucking head chopped off in the morning.
Oh wow, yeah. We should probably actually track that. This person's gonna be fucking dead. This guy. Who's that?
Yeah,
GG.
He's gonna have his tongue through his throat.
Yeah, GG, man. God. Non-human alien cores displayed. Wow. They're fossilized.
Who's presenting them though, and when did they find them?
Tuesday.
1,000-year-old fossilized remains.
These specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution. They aren't beings. They aren't beings that were found after UFO wreckage. They were found in
algae mines.
Algae mines were later fossilized. Algae mines. %% of the DNA was unknown.
So maybe they're not even aliens.
Further X-rays of the corpses also displayed showed eggs present inside one of the bodies, along with rare metal implants.
These could just be fucking Hollow Earth species.
That'd be crazy.
Remember, wasn't there one that laid eggs? Reptilians lay eggs.
Reptilians do lay eggs.
Bugs lay eggs. The Native Americans have that story of the insect people.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, do we... Because Mr. Admiral Byrd...
And these aren't even technically little grays. They are little and gray, but little grays are like us morphed.
They're a little shorter. I feel like they're taller than that.
These are
tiny.
Men in Black aliens.
Yeah, these are like... Hey, look, here's the eggs. These are the actual slides shared at the Mexico UAP hearings today. Here we go. Going to X.com.
It's so stupid.
It is. X videos.
Not no more.
Damn, there's the eggs. Come on. You're telling me that's fake? What do they have to gain from it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, they can only look like fools. Like, they're not going to, like, get a bunch of clout.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking ridiculous. Look at that and then this is the metal implant they were saying. I believe.
Real quick, you know those, like, things they do on the big stone megaliths where it's like they carve in like a spot on one block and a spot on another block where they would like pour in liquid metal.
The metal to hold it together?
For in those ancient sites.
Yeah.
They found, when they went to go like rebuild part of Notre Dame, they found that style of like welding blocks together in like the old parts underneath like the parts.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
And then that guy I was watching was saying that like maybe that's a reason why they had to break down those buildings with the World's Fair stuff, where it's like if they have evidence of like that style of building or anything, you know, like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the little, like, yeah, like those metal things to...
Yeah. Maybe it died already.
Damn, really? That's early.
Maybe it was sucking a lot of power.
It loved it. It loves it. Oh, it's all right. Damn, that's fucked up.
It's annoying.
Oh, that is annoying. But no, the those metal things are fucked up. Damn, I had videos to show you. You son of a bitch. You damn bastard, you. Start browsing movies.
What?
We're going to start browsing movies again. Flight from Atlanta forced to turn around after pilot. Oh, after the biohazard diarrhea incident. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
shit a bunch.
People in Britain will soon be able to fly to Spain in the world's biggest aircraft. It's a blimp.
They probably get all excited about. That sounds like something they'd get excited about.
The Spaniard or Britain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
blimp.
Ah, yes, I am flying my blimp. Flying a set to launch in 2026 flights from Spanish islands. Going to the Spanish islands.
You know, you can invest in Somali pirates.
Yeah, dude, that's what I saw that video.
You could buy them a rocket launcher.
Explain this to me.
You can invest and be like, hey, here's money for guns and ammunition.
Yeah.
And then they'll go on a raid. And then if they're successful and they get the ransom money, you get a cut of it. You get a return on your investment. He was saying the one example he goes is this lady bought them a rocket launcher and she
For
got
$2,000
and got
right?
$75,000 back. And he was like saying how you can't just deal with them directly. You got to like,
Because they'll just steal your money.
yeah, which makes sense.
I would. Why wouldn't you?
Someone's sending you money for, there's no consequence to not steal it.
Yeah.
You know.
So you have to hack their systems.
He
and
was
shit?
like, you got to hack into one of the 6 computers in Somalia, is what he says. And he goes, and you got to scare the shit out of them that, like, you can take over their computer anyway. So, like, it's in their best interest to just work with you.
And then they just invest.
Yeah, then just give them money. They send money back. But again, like, it's kind of in their best interest to send the money back because then now they have an investor that.
Yeah, they
will
just get money. Yeah, like,
do
sure.
that again.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it worked out. I'll roll the dice again.
That's so fucking crazy. When do we start doing this?
When it becomes easier.
When you don't have to hack a system?
Yes. When, like, that guy does that already, and then I can, like, give him money, and then he'll send it to them.
When there's a middleman here.
Right.
Yes, who will take a cut.
But now you got a middleman here, middleman there. So a lot of people taking cuts.
It's going to be a smaller return.
For the story, though.
How crazy would that be? Just give it to Thomas. He probably knows people out there. He was in Somalia. He started an army.
That's probably why they have such expensive taste now. We need money for American weapons. We have all these cool guns. We need money for American ammunition.
That's crazy. No, in that video, that dude was just like, so here's what you can do. You send money to this offshore account. That sends it to this dude. This dude will then send you money back.
It's like stocks.
Can you imagine buying the Somali pirate? Hey, I bought you guys a sniper rifle and some bulletproof vests.
Dude, bulletproof vests for the boys.
For the boys. Here's some Supreme bulletproof vests.
Oh, my God.
How great would that be?
I got you guys matching shirts. Just for morale.
Yeah, just for morale.
Look at that battery.
We're going to have fun with this? Let's loosen up. Let's get loose. I wish this thing would fucking... Ugh.
I'll fuck around with it later and see if I can figure out a way to have both plugged in. I just hate... I get so mad at Apple that, like, that's...
Their idea
acceptable.
Of convenient.
Look, it's sleek and unusable. Let me make it usable real quick. Oh, look, it's the least sleek thing ever. It's got fucking wires hanging off of it because I need...
Oh, your computer has like fucking 8 dongles hanging off of it.
2 dongles with 2 hard drives coming off them each. A charger, an HDMI.
You know what you need? They need to make...
A fucking computer with the fucking wires that go right into it, where I don't need to buy a separate...
A dongle.
A fucking middleman for a computer on a wire.
Or just some sort of dock that you could just like click and like it's got 3 HDMIs, a fucking 7 USBs.
It's still... Make that part of the computer. Why am I adding it?
Because they want it to be sleek, man.
But everyone needs these things.
You need to be sleek, man. We got the dongle, man. What do you need a USB all the time for, man? You don't need 7 hard drives, man.
I wouldn't need 7 hard drives if the fucking storage on a Mac didn't suck and have 60 gigs of unknown storage.
That was the other thing, too.
I do literally need all those hard drives.
Yeah, because our laptops are a little older. Like, now they ship with terabytes. But when I got mine, it was like, oh, 500 gigs. That'll be fine. Fucking the OS takes up 60 of them. There's like another 70 gigs in unknown storage. You go to update your software. It's like, all right, cool. Delete all your apps. Factory reset. You're going to have to figure out how to delete your unknown storage. And then you can get the new software.
Yeah, the fucking unknown storage is a problem everyone seems to have, and they don't have a fucking fix for it, and they act like they don't know what you're talking about.
Did you ever get through to Apple?
Yeah, I got through them forever. They finally told so many different people. One lady, we're going through the fucking instruction book. Another guy's trying this code and that code. Another guy literally was just like, oh, yeah, if you already did all that, I would probably just factory reset it. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to do that because, like, I have all this stuff on.
Good shit on here.
Yeah, like, that's an inconvenience to me over something that I didn't do wrong and isn't at all, like, solving the problem. Like, why is it fucked up, guy?
Yeah. Mr. Apple.
Yeah. You're the senior fucking executive software engineer here.
Bro, that's like when my iPhone broke. I had like an iPhone 6 something or whatever. The screen stopped working. I was able to get into the phone. The screen didn't work. I was also able to get in through Face ID, and I would able to use Siri to use my phone, right? So I'd be able to save shit and be able to, like, because Siri would just fucking, you can say, hey, open this, send a text here, do this. I bring it to the AT&T store, and I go, hey, this shit's fucked up. Like, how do I do this? She goes, well, just reset your phone. And I go,
right.
Well, if I reset my phone, it's going to ask for my password, and because it's going to cancel Face ID. I'm going to need my password. I can't type my password in. She goes, no, it should fix it. You'll be good. And I go, cool. Reset my phone. I go, doesn't work. She goes, oh, well, yeah, you're just gonna have to send it in then, or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I had a phone.
Yeah.
Like, it was working. Like, where's my replacement? Didn't give me anything. Cool. Go home. Mind you, I had shit all on the phone. My iCloud wasn't set up yet. It was I call Apple, and they're like, all right, cool. Just unlock the phone. I go, I've said this. The screen doesn't work. I need you guys just to unlock it so I can activate the ID thing. She goes, yeah, well, I need you to unlock it. I go, I can't because the screen doesn't work.
I'm on the phone with you.
I go, I'm on the phone with you. I can tell you my password, and you could take control of my phone. I know you guys can fucking do it. I give you permission to do whatever you want. Take control of my phone and just unlock it for me and activate that thing. Now we can't do that. I go, just unlock the phone. We can't. I was like, she goes, you're just going to have to reset it, and, I'm sorry. I'm like, the phone's filled with shit I fucking need. So, yeah, no. Just going to have to reset that. It's fucked up. I wanted to fucking punch.
Biggest company, fucking most expensive shit.
That's their fix. Hey, they can't fucking, they could tap into your phone and fucking get anything they want off of it.
Just like no desire to
Help.
I'm like, I've been buying shit from you guys. It's like,
For years.
yeah, not for nothing, but I buy from you guys, not for this.
For this, I buy from you guys so that this shit wouldn't happen.
Right.
And now it's happening, and now I feel like an asshole.
My favorite thing is just them acting like it's like if you Google it, everyone has that problem with the unknown storage. It's a rampant issue. And you call them, and they just oh, let's try this or try that. And it's like, no, none of these things worked. You've eaten so much of my time.
Yeah, enough time to where just send me a new laptop.
I've literally.
It means nothing to you.
It means nothing to you.
You throw them out.
You're going to make me restart this one, so I'm not going to have anything. Just send me a fucking new one. I'm not going to have anything. Yeah. But at least the problem will be solved. This, I restart it, and the problem just happens again.
Yeah. Even send me a refurbished one.
Yeah.
Anything. Send me something with the storage at 0.
Right. That's all.
Fix it. That's all I want. I don't give a fuck.
Give me a fucking credit of half of what I paid for the computer. Get something.
Yeah. Hey, we'll give you half off of the next laptop you buy.
Something.
Cool. Thank you. I'll trade this one in. I'll get another couple $100.
Right.
We'll be good. Square. Thank you.
But just
But fix it. But fix it.
I would just go ahead and factory reset that if everything else wasn't working. I'm like, yeah, but I'd like to avoid that. It's yeah, well, if nothing else is working, bro, it's a MacBook. I'm not on some goddamn weirdo website hoping you can help. I'm
I'm on Apple's website.
You're the guys. You're the top. You just 60 unknown storage. You just don't fuck.
You don't know. You get paid a salary to go. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird, man.
The one bitch, literally, I heard her. She's going through the books. Let's see. Tried that. Okay. So we're going to go to terminal. I'm typing in code to terminal.
Type in '76-76-DOS-
Oh, did you type? No. Okay, you're going to have to go back in.
Okay.
Again, I know you can take over the fucking computer.
Yeah,
just do this.
Yeah, why don't you just do it for me?
And then I wouldn't have to fucking be here. I mean, just hours I spent on this. Just for it to, just do what you could have done from the beginning, factory reset.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Is it fixed?
No, it just goes back up. It didn't start back off with the storage script. It's back at a crazy number.
That's like Final Cut. Final Cut just decides to save 750 gig files and put them in a folder somewhere on your desktop.
I get tentative to delete anything, but then it's I'm pretty sure this is just
dude,
copies of
it happened on the last pod I was fucking editing. I go to edit, I pull everything up on Final Cut, I can't run anything, and I go, oh, let me check the file. Go in there, it's 800 gigs. I go, cool, let me delete this. It fucking deletes the entire project file.
Right.
Deletes everything. And I go, well, I was able to do this last time, and everything worked. So now I do it this time, and it fucks everything up. So What the fuck is 700 gigs?
Yeah.
I have a terabyte on my Mac. My extra hard drive has 2 terabytes. It fills it up in fucking 2 weeks. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Shit's supposed to be like user friendly.
It's gay is what it is.
I just don't get how like that's the go-to setup for it. Like who's that working for?
Yeah. Hey, fix that. Wozniak.
Yeah.
Not in charge of the company anymore. What was it, Steve Cook?
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Yeah. Speaking of pussies, you want to hear what Bill Gates does?
Other than shoot rockets at the sun.
Yeah, Bill Gates is a fucking idiot. But a 50-minute Bill Gates is all yeah. Hey, just do nothing. You're gonna do this, you fucking loser.
A little skip.
Hey, yeah.
Immediately regrets.
In,
Like,
in a sweater. He's never moved this way in his life. He's just, I fucked my housewife. I fucked my maid. I cheated on my wife.
I kept my bottoms on. I put it through the hole.
Yeah. Then Washington gets naked for nobody. No, okay. Bill Gates is a big fucking climate guy, like it's just fucking climate change, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't know. He obviously doesn't know the Earth's gonna get cooler before it gets hotter.
The Earth is cold way more often than it's hot.
It is, and that's what a lot of people don't understand.
We're lucky that we don't live in an ice age.
All the time.
God.
We should be happy it's so warm right
We're
now.
blessed.
We're blessed it's so warm right
Land
now.
of milk and honey.
Come on. All these climate people out there worrying about, oh, it's getting hot. It's hot today. Hey, enjoy yourself. Put on a wife beater, go outside.
Be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful.
The sea level's rising. It's been rising, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's been rising.
It's been rising fast.
What do you think happened to Mew?
Lemuria.
What happened to Lemuria? Obviously, that's gone. How come they're not excavating around Easter Island?
One of the biggest fucking megalithic sites is that place off Japan where it's like just that giant temple under the water where it's like the long ass straight lines.
Oh, Japan, the archipelago. There was probably one landmass. Like, the thing that was probably connected to Tartaria.
Sea level's been rising.
Sea level's been rising. Come on. No, so Bill Gates, big climate activist, really talking about it. A 50-minute flight on a private jet releases as much carbon dioxide as the average person does in a car in a year.
Yeah, all these people are full of shit.
So listen to this. At the most recent climate summit, there was over 400 attendees that flew in on their own private jet. All right. Bill Gates, a big supporter of climate change, says he's not part of the problem. But he's part of the solution when he flies private. He claims the money he spends offsets the carbon emissions that he emits, as well as the plant-based fuel he uses and all the solar panels he uses. Plus, he drives an electric car.
Yeah,
but what they don't understand is that to get your electric car, to get your solar panels, to get all this shit, you have to fucking up mining production. In all these foreign countries, which all this extra CO2 and all your carbon bullshit, you have slavery, you have all this shit that ups all the emissions again. So it's like you go to drive an electric car and you're fucking up on your high horse about, I'm fixing the environment, I'm doing things. It's like it's still fucking shit up. When you plug your electric car into the grid that is still run on fossil fuels, like
people that drink almond milk.
Yeah, it's not fucking doing anything.
They think they're like saving cows or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they think they're doing, but apparently it takes like a fuck ton of water to like make almond milk.
You want to hear the cunty thing he says? After someone asked
his
him,
logic doesn't even make sense where he's saying like he offsets everything with all this good stuff.
He's
It's
a
like,
fucking idiot.
But if the whole thing about climate change is that like doing any of it is bad, offsetting it doesn't matter. You're
Doesn't
still
matter.
contributing to the rapidly approaching problem.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm sending billions of dollars to like help the cause. So then,
but it's a damn near unfixable problem that you're throwing more fire on.
So someone asks him, and they go, "Hey, well, he owns 4 private jets. 4 private jets." He goes, "Will you?"
Reasonable.
Someone asked him, "Is like, will you do all this? Blah 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 blah. Aren't you worried about climate change?" Like a cunt. He goes, "Oh, Should I stay home and not come to Kenya and learn about farming and malaria? Is that not what I should do? I'm sorry.
As if there's no in between.
No, Bill. How about you get on a fucking flight and you fly coach and you hop on a plane like everybody else?
Dude, that's literally how like a dumb fuck from our work would think. And he's supposed to be like, he's the genius that comes up with Microsoft or whatever. And that's the level of argument he has to offer. Like, people can be smart in one area and dumb as fuck in another. Yeah. Like you just said, no, dumb fuck. Like, fly on a plane with everyone else. And still fly first class. Still fly on a nice airline.
Exactly.
You don't need to fly private.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Fly first class.
Clearly you're aware of that. So why you just tried to paint the picture of, oh, if I can't fly private, I should not go to these places? It's like, that's the argument you want to go with. That it's this or this.
That if you can't fly private, it's impossible for you to get to Kenya.
Right. Genius, my fucking ass.
Yeah. He's a fucking pussy.
Didn't he steal that shit anyway?
Probably. I think so. All of them fucking did.
Wasn't Netgear a thing? Or no? What was the thing? I think it started with an N. It's like, it was the thing before Microsoft that he like copied but did bigger.
I can't remember.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I do
think
know
he
what you're
copied a thing.
Yeah. A real Thomas Edison.
Without all the slaves directly.
Well, directly. I mean,
yeah.
If we're talking about Microsoft's got slaves, Apple's got slaves.
True.
Come on.
Apple's big on the slaves.
You want to hear something about, I was listening to my man, fucking Mike Baker. I love Mike Baker. He's great.
More of a war mode guy myself.
You like war mode? War mode's good too. Let's go. Come on. Give us something. He was talking about all this.
Straight Bill.
He was talking about all these like climate people and all that shit. And he had some good points. And he was like, all these people and like Biden starts upping like mining regulations and all this shit. You can't mine here. You can't do this. You can't do this. It's stricter mining regulations. But we're going for zero emissions. We're going for zero this. We need to up this, that, or we need to up solar panels. We need to do wind. We need to get everybody on electric cars.
Will wind not even work?
I don't fucking know. It's probably horribly inefficient. You probably can't do shit with it. California's saying by like 2026 or 2030 or some shit, you can't buy a combustion engine. They want to go.
Isn't their governor like a fucking lunatic?
He's a fucking he's crazy. Apparently he might run for I don't know. It's crazy. But everybody's pushing for zero emission, right? And they want zero emission and they want stricter mining regulations, but those two go hand in hand, like we said, where it's like if you want more solar panels, you got to up mining of lithium, cobalt, and all that shit that takes all slavery and fucking all this terrible working conditions in Africa and all this other shit. And it was like it doesn't even make the system green anymore. And then I guess Biden just upped the mining regulations here in the U.S. So what it does is because the U.S. has the strictest regulations, we're doing shit green and like all of our plants and shit like that. Sure. All of our like coal plants and stuff like that, they have all the scrubbers and stuff. So the emissions coming out of it aren't as bad as it is in say China or all these other countries. It's probably still something, but it's pretty much it's nice. It's not bad. When you make the mining regulation stricter, it pushes everything offshore because it's cheaper. So now by trying to help, by making everything strict, you're making it worse by pushing all these companies and all this shit over, like, off seas and, like, I don't know, just fucking kills everything. But now it's crazy. It's wild.
It's crazy how slavery, like, it is like genuinely crazy. The things we were taught in school, and then like to find out now, like I totally thought slavery was like over.
Yeah, you think? Well, that's what it's taught. I mean? It's like taught that like, yeah, we did. Hey, did that? We're sorry.
And the North won, and that was that.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
And just to be like, oh no, just like full blown slaves.
Yeah.
Like,
all the elites are on Gardner Island talking like, all right, so what's next? The North's going to win. Cool, we'll do that. And the next play, we'll go over here. We'll do this.
Because, you got all those African people that are like Chinese people's slaves in the mines and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got prisoners here, which are the new slaves.
Yeah. I heard one thing. Did I tell you what I learned about Ebonics?
What's that, Mark?
You want to hear something interesting?
What did you learn about Ebonics?
I'll tell you something interesting. This is interesting. Ebonics, right? That's like that's black language, in a way, right? In a way, it's a way of speaking. It's a way of it's a dialect of speaking, right?
Yeah.
So what they were saying is when the slaves came over, were they stripped of their culture, or they adapt to the new culture or whatever? And what they're saying is that when the slaves came over, they were stripped of all of their culture and they latched on to the nearest thing, which is hillbilly, like redneck people, right? So they latch onto them. That's why Southern talk and Ebonics is so similar. Like we be this, we be that, you do this, blah, blah, blah.
I've been saying this and getting called racist.
So listen to this. So they latched onto that language, right? So that's because they got their culture stripped from them. So they latch on to like Southern people and Southern talk. And that's why this person was saying,
I don't know if that's that they latch onto it.
They didn't latch on, but that's
the English thing.
That's what you're around. You're around it. Yeah.
That's when they learned English.
So you adopt that culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what this guy was saying he's like, yeah, and then
also anyone after the first generation is kind of that culture to some capacity.
So then they start going on this, and it's like that way of speaking, like that type of speaking, then traces back. All the white people traces back to England, and it's the West Side by like Cornwall. They all have it's all these white English people speaking with Ebonics. So like in these old commercials, it's like old British women like, oh, we be doing this, and I be going over here, over to this, and we be going over here.
Well,
and
because, like language experts say that even though hillbilly to us is like the dumb one, that's like...
It's the closest to...
proper old English or whatever.
It's fucking fascinating. It's crazy to me. But yeah, I was like, I don't know, it's just the craziest thing I've ever fucking... I don't know.
That's got to be a sad profession to be a language expert, because you're probably chasing those like dead languages. Like you'll never get to.
You'll never be able to hear them.
Yeah,
yeah. And when you finally do like meet a Native American person or like someone who speaks Maya or someone who's like maybe learns Aztec or so, if that was a different language.
Well, bro, they in that Mexican prison they said they got people to. They would get in trouble if they were speaking Aztec because they said it was gang talk, and it was like, no, we're speaking another language that you don't know. That's all. If they're gang members, they're gang members, but the language isn't like some code.
So they couldn't speak Aztec?
Yeah, because they kept passing like gang messages back and forth. But it's like, well, that's the
issue is that they're in a gang. The issue isn't that they're speaking Aztec.
It's the equivalent of if in a prison here, a white CO that doesn't speak Spanish and two Mexican dudes are like planning something, and he's like, hey, no Spanish.
Hey, knock that shit off.
It's like, no, they can speak Spanish. They just can't be planning to stab you. Or like, I think you just got to hire people that speak that language to keep up with them. I don't think you just tell them no. Like,
I just realized I can't wait to see the green screen with your shirt.
Ooh,
that's gonna be funny. You're gonna be a head and some arms. You're gonna have fish swimming through you.
It's Sinestro and Green Lantern.
Sinestro, he's purple?
Well, pinkish purple.
Okay. That's purple.
Well, it's a green shirt. Sun faded.
You left it in the window?
No, it was in the window at work for a long time.
Really?
I bought it when I was at the Whedon store. I was like, now this is a nice find.
This shirt's a classic.
Rick, can I have this?
But how much would you set your bargain at? What would you set your price?
Rick, can I take this with me and buy it at my store? I don't care.
Thank you.
That's very big
Rick.
of you.
That is very big of you.
Rick's built like a Viking and loves Thor. Rick's a good guy. Knows Thor better than anyone I know.
That's fucked up.
Is the bet like? I love that about the comic book store, that people were experts on things.
Like experts on...
Like everyone had their lane.
I'm a Thor expert.
Yeah, like if a guy came in like really into Thor, I'd be like, honestly, like I can get you like from here to here. Whedon's 30 minutes from here. If you want to go from here to fucking here, Rick's the dude. You know, like
That's the Thor guy.
yeah.
That's cool.
Or like Mike Wall at Naperville knows about like Godzilla and all the kaiju monsters and stuff.
Really?
He loves it.
Really?
He loves.
That's an interesting thing to be into.
He loves all the kaiju monsters and stuff.
That's wild.
Adonis was Spider-Man. I had Cosmic Marvel. Jason and me overlapped on Cosmic Marvel and Green Lantern. We both kind of ping-ponged those things.
Yeah. That's interesting. You want to hear something about the...
It's not letting me place this order.
That's fucked up. They closed?
No, they opened at 11.
It's 11:05. Maybe we'll give it to 11:30.
It says I have to select a pickup time.
Oh, boy.
I can't. The pickup time it would be... Is noon pickup time okay still?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I guess I'll wait to place it then at that point. Just see if...
See if it changes. Yeah. Try after this.
All right, cool.
You want to hear how much money they sent to Ukraine? You want to hear some statistics?
I know it's about to be a fat number.
Here we go. We'll do a little breakdown. In Ukraine, so far, the U.S. has spent $80 billion. We've sent them $80 billion, right? In a year.
Not only that, but then also did the marketing job of the century somehow. That fucking every whore and their fucking dickhead boyfriend is like has Ukrainian flags on everything. Like
no,
obviously it only lasted like a month.
Couldn't point to it on a map. Oh, couldn't tell you where Ukraine is.
Not the expert map cartographers that we are.
Couldn't tell you where it is on a map. But
up until finding out about this, thought it was Russia.
Yeah, it was like, isn't that part of Russia?
Now is like
no. That's what Putin said.
Now would be ready to shoot you in the mouth if you said something like that.
So listen to this. So far in the last year, we've spent $80 billion
It's fucking disgusting.
to Ukraine, right? In Afghanistan, from 2001 to 2020, the U.S. spent 73 to 74 billion.
Right. That seems like an absurd number.
Right?
80 billion.
In that time, which was fucking what, 19 years, right? And it's north of 80 billion. Like they don't even like they couldn't even tell you
trackable
amount. They couldn't tell you how much it is. They're like, probably about 80 billion, right? Biden decides Maui wildfires happen. All right. This is our people, right? Our fucking people. He
was talking about them like they weren't, right?
Yeah, he's greeting them as the people of America, are here with Maui.
Yeah. That's what it was.
It was crazy. This guy, he sends $700 a family to these people. These are Americans.
Less than a stimulus check.
These are Americans. These are our fucking people. It's disgusting. You're pissing money away.
When they say 80 billion, is it 80 billion worth of stuff or $80 billion?
I couldn't tell you. Probably both.
Both, right?
Yeah. How much of that is he laundering?
What?
Biden.
Like taking for himself?
Yeah, through Ukraine. Through that fucking rat hole he has with Hunter.
Oh,
Hunter the bag man.
Yeah, I'm sure you get something. But like, what do you do with $1 billion when you're 80? Like, what do you fucking care? It's so crazy.
No, it's wild. Like you did it. You can do anything. Like who fucking cares? It's wild. But what a slap in the face to the people of Maui.
Oh, 100%.
And you know what it is? You know what
not
it is?
to mention the fact that it was a weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of that.
Yeah. And you know what it is? They probably only gave him $700 a family because it was like, hey, $700, that'll probably get you guys to the mainland and you guys can start up a new life here while we go over there and, invest and, we'll buy your land. Don't worry about it. We'll get the corporation behind it. We'll own all of Lanai or all of Maui
would be enough to get them to the mainland.
There's probably airfare shit. Like I'm sure it's like, hey, hop on this fucking jet, give us the money back, hop on this jet, and we'll take you here. Dude, days after, like the families are still mourning. Like the days after, investors are coming in offering them money. They haven't even buried their family yet. They're like, hey.
Well, they're probably trying to get in and give them money for funerals too. Like,
well, no, investors are coming in trying to buy their land.
no, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, while you are vulnerable and need money for a funeral, someone comes knocking for. That's probably why it's worth the not waiting for tact or whatever.
It's all a land grab. And that's probably because Hawaii was probably still. A lot of it was probably still privately owned by like the families who fucking lived there forever, generations probably. They probably
had certain protections like Native American people do.
They probably owned all this land and they owned all their property and shit, and it was probably all paid for, and they were just paying taxes on it. So what do? You send the fucking rods of God or some...
Well, not even that, because like you said in that one video you showed me, it was like, how did it know to like stop at the edge of the fence or whatever?
Bro, you know what they're saying.
So is it just little targeted so you make sure not to fuck up like the good land?
You know what they're saying?
Fuck up a parking lot or whatever that you can fix.
It went around Oprah's house. It missed all the rich people's houses.
Right.
It missed the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Just like the Chicago fire missed all like the important people, right?
You literally knew where the fence was.
Bro, all these important people had a blue roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone was doing tests with lasers and shit and all these direct energy weapons, right? If you have a blue roof, or if you have whatever color a laser is, if it's a blue laser, a red laser, all that, if you have the same color, the laser, it like nullifies the laser. So you have a direct energy weapon, you have a blue roof, and the laser beam is blue, it'll just go right over your house. It won't even won't get bothered. That's what they're saying. But all these rich people over there got blue roofs. And the places that didn't have them are fucking gone. But can you imagine the fires stop at your lot line?
I mean, it was uniform.
It's fucked up. It's weird.
And then you compare that with the Chicago fire, avoiding people's houses.
Yeah. They won't let anybody in. Apparently, they stopped the food supply.
How does that work?
I don't fucking know. That's what this says. I don't know. It's fucked up. It's interesting. And then you see all these videos of people where it's like, my car melted. My car is liquid aluminum on the ground now.
Yeah, it's a river.
Yeah, like a river of aluminum. And it's like, my car melted, but this tree next to my car is fine.
What you would think would be a flammable...
Yeah, a flammable thing. The glass, my glass windows are melted on the ground, like dripping down the car.
Yeah, like in the streets, there's like those little rivers of the metal that literally looks like when a guy has like
Mercury
or whatever that he pours out to make like a sword or whatever, where it's like that liquid metal. Literally looks like that.
Yeah.
It's just not like red hot anymore.
I mean, what's the temperature to melt aluminum in fucking glass?
I think they said like 2,000, right?
Crazy. You're fucking high. Fucking crazy.
Someone was like, everyone here knows it's a weapon.
Yeah. Everybody here knows it's a weapon. They're silencing everybody. I don't know. But I'll tell you what.
Okay, now let me, please.
We're going to be back next week. We're going to do it twice. We're going to do it better.
I think by next week I'll either have Canaanite stuff or Tartaria stuff.
Yeah, we're going to be going down some rabbit holes next week.
We kind of talked about Noah getting ass fucked.
Yeah, we did fall off a little bit. The computer stopped working. We're going to figure that out. We're going to be down the rabbit hole. We're going to start going down a little more of a rabbit hole these next few episodes. We had a lot going on this week. Not much prep.
Noah either got ass fucked or castrated by his son, Ham. So tune in next week to find out which.
We need to start staging the thumbnails. We need clickable thumbnails. Put your foot on the table.
I'm barefoot.
Don't do that. How dare you?
I saw a thing that when girls say nice hands, that means they want to fuck. I was like,
really?
Jesus Christ.
These hands.
What a convoluted thing to say.
These hands tell a story. These hands. No. That's crazy. All right. You fuckers take care. We'll see you next week. It's always nice being here. And, you know, the usual.
Yes.